Shalom, I'm Rabbi Michael Panitz. I'm the Rabbi of Temple Israel of Norfolk, Virginia, speaking to you from the pulpit of our synagogue. At this time, my message is entitled, Eyes Open, but Hearts Filled with Hope. Eyes open, but hearts filled with hope. Only God knows what tomorrow will bring. For us, the wave front of the present is what we can know. The future is beyond our horizon of knowledge, but it is within the horizon of hope. That is where we are now as a people, scant in knowledge, replete with hope. I share this thought with you at what I dearly pray will be a brief moment of unknowing in between the signing and the implementation of a peace plan proposed by the American president and agreed to by Israel. Hamas is not on board with the entire proposal, but it has agreed to a first stage. This commits it to releasing all the living Israeli hostages it is holding and the bodies of the Israelis murdered by the abuse or neglect they suffered at the hands of their captors. To secure the release of those 48, living and dead, Israel is preparing to release some 2,000 or so. Will our captives actually come home? Or is this a false dawn? I dearly hope that the 2 full years of captivity suffered by our brothers will not be extended yet again. I am more cautious and fearful than many others in my circle. Perhaps I have seen too much chicanery on the part of those who reject any peace with Israel. At this moment, I feel acutely the disconnect between analysis and hope that we see in the last 2 lines of Psalm 27. Lulei ha'emanti lerot betuv Adonai be'eretz chayim. If only I could believe that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. ... Kaveh el Adonai, chazak v'ya'ametz libecha, v'kaveh el Adonai. Trust in the Lord. Let your heart take courage. Trust in the Lord. The first line is too hard to complete. Hence, I have inserted an ellipsis in the translation. But the Jew does not end with despair. The Jew presses on to hope. Hence, the last line of the psalm. Because of the dance of the lunar and solar calendars, we have passed the English 2-year anniversary of the Hamas massacre that began this round of devastation. For those with short memories, please be reminded that all of the destruction in Gaza of the past 2 years began with a massive Hamas atrocity. These 2 years would have been entirely different, but for the, quote, Pearl Harbor or, quote, 9/11 moment that the terrorists inflicted on innocent music festival revelers and on citizens living peacefully in kibbutzim, one of which is known for its commitment to peace activism. We are not quite at the Hebrew anniversary, which will occur in a few days. I hope and pray that by the time of the Hebrew anniversary, our hostages will have emerged from darkness to light, from servitude to freedom. I pray that they can begin the impossible journey of healing. The Hebrew anniversary will coincide with Shemini Atzeret, the 8th day of Assembly, which is the closing festival day of the Tabernacles holiday. We have seen that our terrorist enemies make a specialty of attempting to kill us on our holidays. I know that this year on Shemini Atzeret, I will be praying to God that God will guard the souls of those who perished 2 years ago and those who died in captivity, among the other martyrs of our Jewish people. Prayers for memory and prayers for healing. Memorial prayers for the departed and healing prayers for the living wounded. Those expressions will coexist with prayers of joy upon beholding the redemption. Our American president is exuberant beyond measure in claiming to have solved a, quote, 3,000-year-old war, close quote, with this peace proposal. But I dearly hope that this chapter will move us closer to peace. Shalom is an outcome worthy of a messianic era. Amen.